Okay, 24 to 200 millimeters. A great all-in-one lens, variable aperture from f4 to 6.3, good reach. Out of all the all-in-ones, it's my third favorite. The second is the 24 to 120 f4, and then my favorite is the 28 to 400. But let's take a look at some of these pictures from the 24 to 200 in RAW and JPEG. And as you can see, I started off with the in the house, and then went outside, and I still can get great finches and swallows and backyard, front yard. But I was walking around the neighborhood this morning. It's overcast. It might burn off. It might get brighter. I want to go to the Pearl Brewery, but I have to redo this because for some reason I was on mute. So hopefully this will work out good. So this is the hospital. I took the shot right in between these two houses where they have different plants, different trees. The pictures are fantastic. It's springtime. You need to get out, enjoy it. So I'm bringing it to you live, almost, on the same day at least. And I love the colors. I got it in Vivid picture profile. I had it in program, aperture, shutter speed, and it up in manual with this overcast day. But this lens is not a macro lens, but it can get you to reach to 200 millimeters. So one all-in-one lens, this was the first lens. Then they came out with the 24 to 120, and then they came out the 28 to 400. And I got separate videos for those two. But there were birds everywhere. People put out birdhouses. They put out quite a few things, bird feeders and little swing sets that birds land on. I thought it was quite interesting. But the plants and the flowers and the way people do their front yards was amazing. So it did get more cloudy after this, but you know, the solar panels, the hospital, my melon patch in the ditch, and I think they're going to cut the grass. And then clouds, of course. And it was pretty this morning, and then got really overcast after a while. It did sprinkle a little bit, but looks like it's going to disappear. I got a FedEx plane. More clouds. So the bad weather is coming in. I'm down to one camera. So this is a Nikon ZF. I took pictures at night, took pictures in the daytime, RAW files, JPEG files. I love the sun stars. with the lens. Thought it was fantastic. I love the color accuracy. ZF is a great camera. I'm thinking about the Z5 II. The only difference between the two, I believe, is the camera body. So the ZF is more of a classic style where you have to slow down, deal with the dials like I did today. And then the Z5 II, the card slots are in the grip, not in the battery well. They're SD cards, but at least it's not one that's a micro SD and then a full-size SD card. But different style, different grip. Then inside the car, went to the forum right at the golden hour. And you can see much of the stores, it's mainly at a lot of open, what I could say, malls. They have their different buildings. Some buildings are all attached, and a lot of businesses just go into those buildings. But everything is sharp. I did have a little trouble at night shooting with the ZF. And to deal with the ISO and a couple other things. I think this is a kit. I don't know if it's a motorcycle or if it's a car, like a dune buggy kind of kit. But I thought that was interesting. And then at sunset, the clouds started looking pretty spectacular. So I had zoomed in, zoom out. It's getting better. I love days like this with clouds. You can see the gold. And I like the contrast. And these are raw files. I saw a bird there. Or that might be the hole in the cloud. Or on a sensor. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh boy. So I'm back home, taking some more shots. I believe this was in program mode, but then more shots of the clouds. So what do you think? It's not a bad lens. It's still a good lens. If you can't afford the more expensive ones, I would recommend this lens. And I took 180 shots from last night to today. And if you look, there are ants right here, and you could pick them up. And of course, the beautiful flowers and the trees. Different trees, different places, the hospital, between the trees. I was walking around the neighborhood, the cranes. And that does look like a little barrel distortion right there at an angle. And you know, with a 24-200, you can get the shot at different zoom focal lengths. I got the sunlight and the shade in the afternoon. Got the light bulbs. Sometimes they were in focus, sometimes they weren't. I think it was focusing on the fence. My dog is looking around, just following me. She was moving at that moment. Then my cat's out there. So it's a pretty decent lens. Zoomed in on my junior high school lock from 7th grade to the tree limb that I cut down in my neighbor's yard. And that limb belonged to that tree, which the bird nest is on top. Neighbor across the ditch, a little tree house, slide, swing set. Favorite plant, flower. Comes back every year. And I was looking at some bees or wasps, you know, on the top. Bugs are out. There's the nest. So the flowers haven't come out yet. Still early morning. And I can't say much except that it's a good lens. Sometimes I missed a shot. Sometimes I got it in focus. More than likely it was in focus. And if you're going to shoot in black and white, don't put it in RAW, because it only works in JPEG. So you see on these RAW pictures where they're black and white first, and I keep forgetting that. So I got frustrated, I just put it in JPEG. So I take a lot of shots in different modes, aperture, program, even the automatic, just to test out the settings. Manual focusing, auto focusing. You see, these are in black and white. So what I was doing was color, then I was going back to black and white. I'm trying to move my mouse back over here. And let's see. It's almost over. I took about 180 photos past 2 days just with that lens. Saying that's too dark. So let's just end this part right here. What do you think? Out of the videos I've done this past week with this lens, it's pretty good. You just have to keep going back over. So I see these were black and white. And I forgot it was in RAW. So, I have multiple cameras. You get mixed up all the time. Sorry about that, but still, they're great pictures. That's a great shot with all the light bulbs right there. And I'm trying to find a place where I might end the shot. Oh, that looks pretty good. So what do you think? 24 to 200 is not bad. And that was my all-in-one. That was my first all-in-one zoom. Then the 24 to 120 came out. And then the 28 to 400, which is actually my favorite. So I took a lot of shots, but I love the sunsets the best. Like the glow. And I think I'll end it on that one. Gotta bring my mouse cursor back. So I'm down to one camera, okay? And maybe one more. Nah, that's good enough right there. Yeah, I'm trying to picture it where you can see the most of it. Yeah, that looks good. Right there. So, with this program, you have to do it this way now. You have to fiddle around with the current application or the program itself that you select. I like the old way where you just click on the screen, current application, or just the screen itself, and it changed automatically. So, anyway, enough of ranting. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. Bye, folks. Have a wonderful day.